I cannot tell you that I received a call, but I said my mother and father prayed that out of their 6 sons, one would be a minister. My dad was a minister. He had a great uncle that was a minister, and they all were in the Methodist church. So that's my calling. My calling was that my dad, I saw how he lived and how he was with the church, and that led me to be a minister. I cannot put it any other way than that. I've never had a bolt of lightning. All I know, I've been in the church all my life, and this is all I love to do, is serving the Lord and doing church work. My process began, I'll say it began when I was in like junior high school. I had 5 brothers, and all of us was exposed to music. And there was a church in Clinton, Mount Zion United Methodist Church. They had no musician. And the preacher used to stop and pick me up because I couldn't drive, and I'll go and play for his church. And then my other work started when I had to do papers helping my father. And after I finished from Southern University, I went to Gammon. And while I was at Gammon, I was able to work with other churches in the music department because I played the organ a lot. And the thing that got me, the strange thing that got me was that the churches that usually wanted a musician was the Baptist churches. And I had to travel to them. But it was fun. But my education has been one of going with my father and being exposed to all the different things that he had to do in the conference, because he was on a lot of conference boards and I was his driver. So I said my education has been a whirlpool of stuff, not just one thing. As for formal education, that depended on me going to Gammon, and I enjoyed being there. My wife hates me telling this story, but I would put it like this. When I went to my first appointment, I was not married. And since I wasn't married, I had some young ladies who used to come to church. And my wife had gone to visit her sisters in Houston, Texas. And we weren't married, but she was a member of the church. And after she got back that Monday morning, about 8 o'clock, I heard some knocking at my door. And when I look out the door, it was the chairperson of the administrative board, the lay leader, and my wife, who was the secretary of the church. And as they came in the door, the first thing they asked me, why did you allow that lady to come to church with you? And I said, you can't stop people from coming to church. And they just went on and went on and went on. And then finally, after they finished all their, I guess, interrogating me, I told them, I think I got what y'all want. Miss Kolar, I think they want me to marry you and date you. And the lay leader said, he got it, let's go. And we got married maybe 2 years later, and we've been married 46 years. And she's been a great help in my ministry. In your life? As I come to this milestone in my life and I look back, I want to really thank my former campus minister, Freddie Henderson. When I was at Southern was going through a little crisis, and there were students that were killed on campus, and Freddie was there to mentor and guide me through that, along with, I can't forget my father. This was a man that, my dad, and I just admired him for what he did. And then I look at Bishop Handy, who married my wife and I. And all these were like tied with me through my father, and they were my father, good friends. And it has been a long journey. And when I get to this part of it, when I look at, I served, I think, 9 churches in the 49 years, 3 different districts. And the person that has been with me through all that has been my wife. She's been a great help. She's been so good at one of the churches that I'm retiring from, they gave her appreciation for all the finance that she brought into the church through her gimmicks of getting people to give. And I think that she has made a big contribution to my ministry. And I look forward to spending the rest of my time just I guess she pleased me for 49 years in the ministry. I'm going to try to please her for the rest of our lives together. And I just look back and say that God has blessed me with mentors and people that were sincere and dear to me.